welcome to another interesting episode of the GDCs on BENUE Television. I'm your host, Mna Ishundam, and I'm very glad to have you join us live on today's episode. And on today's episode is quite special because I'm here not alone, I'm with my co-presenter, introducing the gorgeous Sewese on the show today. So, how do you feel today joining me on the program?
I feel so excited. This is the first time I'm joining you on this program.
Yeah, I'm excited as well.
I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, on today's episode, we have an amazing author right here in BENUE State. She has written a couple of works, but she has published just some. So, give it up for author ENO. ENO, welcome to the show.
How are you doing? Thank you for having me. I'm doing very fine.
Oh, yeah. So, we are here now.
Yeah.
So, you are going to be telling us a lot about writing, of creative writing. You've written a lot of works to your credit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with this one that we are holding here. What's this?
This is The Bowl of Rice.
Okay,
written and illustrated by me.
Yeah,
wow.
By you.
Yes.
So we are coming back to this. So what do you think about the title? Let's just start with the title, The Bowl of Rice.
Seeing this title, I'm salivating already because the bowl of rice. Maybe before we finish, we'll remove the
rice. That's interesting. So before we talk about the bowl of rice, let's get to know you more. You are ENO. Tell us more about yourself.
Okay, so I'm ENO OLOKPO. I'm an artist and a storyteller. I am a BENUE girl. I'm from Ogbadigbo local government, but I live here in Makurdi. And I'm very privileged to be here in BENUE TV, where they are giving new dimensions to my work. Things like this. I do things like this, but this is The Bowl of Rice. I'm going to be talking about it today. It's actually my first published work. I wrote other stories before I wrote this, but with the urgency of a dream I had, I decided to publish this first. So I'm going to be talking about The Bowl of Rice today. And it's a children's book I wrote and illustrated at the age of 14. I am 16 years old now, and I wrote it for children because I noticed that these days children don't love to read a lot, because maybe books are not very interesting or things like that. So that's why I put pictures in the book to make it more. Children love cartoons. So I put illustrations in the book to make it more attractive. They can relate to it. Yes. So this is The Bowl of Rice, and it's a story about a little dove and a little girl on their fantastic journey as they help a bowl of rice find its unique aroma. I'm going to talk more about what I mean by aroma in the book, but the bowl of rice feels rejected by chickens, it feels worthless. Then it learns valuable lessons and goes on to make friends and becomes popular.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what inspired you to start writing? Well, I would say it is my love for reading, or my love for books rather. I really love books. You know the way some people love music, and I guess you guys love the work you do here.
I do.
So it's that passion for reading. And I felt since people were able to, because people who write books, since people were able to write and I could enjoy it, why not give back? So I decided to venture into writing. And what inspired me to write, to start with children's book, because I could actually have gone for novels, but I believe that if you want to teach someone something, or they say if you want to break or bend a fish, you do it when it is fresh, not when it is dry. So I decided to start from children, start from early ages. If they start reading like this, once I write novels now, I will not have problem with who will read those novels.
That's true.
So I was inspired by my love for reading, and I was also inspired by the fact that I can make children readers, and if children are readers, they will grow up to be leaders.
Okay, so you said that's what inspired you, and before now you said you had a dream. So it's
Yes.
coming from somewhere
Yes.
apart from your love for reading.
My
Then-
dream is actually very similar to what I have said. My dream was to change. You know, everybody wants to do that one thing.
Yeah.
Like we all want that one thing, want to do to change the world or
Yeah, that's
bring
right.
like world peace. So mine was to. I know it may not change like the whole of the world, but it was to educate young minds, because I remember that saying of readers are leaders. If you read, you have what we call knowledge, and knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And if you have power, you'll be able to govern the people.
That's
So
right.
I try to use my little way to do it. And that was the dream I had, to inspire young children to read, and to not just read, to love reading. Because you can read for maybe just exams like they do in school, but to read, to really love reading, you will love knowledge, and there are many things one can do with knowledge. So that was my dream, to inspire young people to be educated.
Okay, can you just put us you talked about a bowl of rice, that is the title.
Yeah.
Were you from the onset knew that this was going to be the title, or in the process of putting your ideas together you realized or you decided that this should be this way?
There's actually an interesting story that I have not really said anywhere else.
Okay.
The story, the original title of this book was The Lonely Bowl of Rice, because the story is simply about when rice was not popular, when rice was sad, and nobody really ate it. But now we know rice, everybody eats rice. We are fighting for rice in the market, even as the prices are going up, but we are still over rice. So at this point, rice was not very popular, and it was feeling bad. You know, when you're alone, you don't have family.
Yeah.
So it was lonely, hence the name The Lonely Bowl of Rice.
Okay.
Then it met a few people, it interacted, and it got to a higher stage and it became popular. That's basically the story. So someone suggested that now the bowl of rice is not lonely at the end again, so why not just make it just the bowl of rice? Yes, so that's how the name came about.
Wow,
Okay.
interesting. Okay, unlike me, like if I want to read, for instance, I have maybe a private place where I should stay and read. So when writing, do you have favorite spots where you sit and imagine what to write?
The funny thing is, my comfort, something like a comfort zone,
Yeah.
right? So my comfort zone was actually in the noisy sitting room of my house.
Oh, really?
Yes, you would think I would pick a meditative state, but
Yeah.
you see all these very funny drawings in
Yeah.
the book, little girl. They were inspired when I sat down and my sisters were making noise, doing their thing, my little sisters. Then I saw what they were drawing. They were drawing this little funny, you know, they were children draw.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was very intrigued, because I saw that things like that made them happy because it was original.
Yeah.
So for that very sake of originality, I made sure I went into their space and I made my work this way. So the best place for me to read or write or create, it is from where my family is, where there is originality, because your family will not lie to you. They won't change their behavior. They are just going to be the way they are, and I really love that. Sometimes the noise is too much to study, but at the moment where I needed to write this, it really helped me, because I needed to know how children react to certain things.
Yeah.
If I was going to write for children, so I just used my sisters as example, and they gave me the good result. Here it is, the bowl of rice.
All right. Have you always loved writing?
I loved reading first, but then I loved reading to such an extent that I felt, no, there is no way that I cannot do what this person is doing. So I decided to go into it, and it turned out most people said I was good. My family said I was good. So my interest was piqued and I continued. So that, I would say, is where I drew love for writing from.
That's interesting. So how do you think that writing helps you as an individual?
It helps me to air out feelings, to express things. The story in this bowl of rice, sometimes I read it and I'm very familiar with all the lines because I wrote them. So sometimes I don't really bother to read it. When I pick it up and read it, I feel like this is my story.
Yeah.
Because right now not many people know me, but I'm meeting people along the way and I'm not who I was like 2 years ago. So I feel like this has been the best for me, and this is how I feel about writing. It's very, very interesting, like you said. It's an interesting experience and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, it does not only change people's ideologies,
Yes.
it also changes you
Yes.
as a person. That's right. So you have a couple of other write-ups
Works, yes.
unpublished.
Yes.
Tell us about one or two.
Well, interestingly enough, the next set of books I wrote after this,
Okay.
where someone told me, why did you stop there? Why did you stop at rice? Why did you just say, okay, there's jollof rice? There's rice and beans.
Yes.
So I decided to, go more into those, to elaborate. So I wrote 5 other books after this, and they are the sequels of the bowl of rice, like stories, extra stories.
Yeah.
So one is about rice meeting beans, things like that. Rice, different versions, different editions.
Yeah.
So that one comes in a set. There are 5 books. They are all about rice, but rice in other experiences. So now I made rice my hero, and because he's the main character, so he's going through I gave you the liberty to go through other experiences, and the other books, they're not related to rice. The whole world is not about rice. But for now, the bowl of rice is very important. I wrote other books, other children's books. I started writing some for older ages,
Okay.
10 to 12 to 13 or 14 thereabout. They are short stories. Am I supposed to review my titles yet? Or wait till they are
That is a
launched?
little secret.
Okay.
You get to know about that soon, very, very soon.
Yes.
So, and next, when do you intend to release the new published work?
I'm not going to fix a date because I don't know where this is going to take me. I'll just
Yeah.
say what I'm going to use to set that timer is when this has reached at least. I have a crazy goal for this book,
Yeah.
and
You should.
I'm going to share it now. I want 36,000 children, because we have 36 states in Nigeria.
Okay.
1,000 children in each state. So when this book has been 36,000 copies sold, then I release my next book. Yes.
I was just thinking, you said 36,000.
Yes.
Are you not imagining maybe your second book will pull more audience than this?
This story it goes in many ways. Permit me to just read the last page
It's all right.
of the moral lesson.
Let's
here.
get there.
Okay. It's just short. If you share your unique aroma with the world, you will make lovely friends. They too will share their aroma with you, and together you can live your dreams. It seems like a simple paragraph, but let me elaborate. When you are, let's say, not known, you are not very popular, you meet people. Like I just met, I met a few people, and they encouraged me to publish this work. That's in the first place.
Yes.
Then I went ahead and met another set of people who encouraged me to distribute to schools and to different states. So I keep meeting people, I keep having experiences, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is not just for me. Anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. Just get up, go meet people, and just become what you were not, become bigger. So I want this particular moral to really get to the heart of people, because in the times we are, everybody needs a little ray of hope, and I think this is what I can offer to children. People think only adults can get frustrated, can not see their future ahead of them, but children are the next generation, and if we can give them, we normally tend to forget to give them hope. But if I, as a child, because I still speak the language of children, I can still give them that ray of hope, because we are the ones that are going to be governing tomorrow. So we have to keep on, even though many things are happening, we have to keep on. So why I am really focused on this one and not heading for more books is I really want this moral to reach almost all the children in Nigeria, if not all. At least that's my little tribute to my fatherland. Yes.
And we are here to help you do that. That is why you are here on the show, to help you advertise this book. It's quite interesting story to read, and I'm sure that everyone out there would love to read something like this. So it's out here, you can check it out. But before we continue, we'll go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Alright, we're happy to have you. Stay tuned to your TV set or any gadget we're using for this program, where we have in the studio author Enon. And before the break, we were just discussing The Bowl of Rice, written by this amazing young author at a very young, tender age. So, Ona, you said you are working on other couple of works yet to come out, and you are keeping it as a little secret. You don't want to tell us the title, right? So do you have anything about the way we have it here? We have some cartoons from ages 1 to like, is there anything for older children or teenagers?
Yes, I have something that is still in the works. It's a work in progress. It's like, I won't say I'm writing about myself, but I'm drawing from experiences directly from my life. Why it's actually still in the works is because I have not lived my life completely. So I think I'll be writing it as I go till I get to a certain age when I've sort of seen it all. So that's why that one is still in the works now, because I'm still working on it, and I'm still seeing things, I'm still learning. Every day we learn. So that one, I think it will come out maybe when I've grown a bit more. Yes.
Okay. And do you have other authors who inspire you? Like, you have authors you look up to?
Mentors,
you want to
anyone
like
you
them?
love to read?
Oh, there are two actually, but the first, I will call her my favorite author, but I'm still yet to read all the books in the world, so we'll see. I really love the works of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I've read all her books apart from the one she released this month.
Just now.
Yes,
Dream Count.
yes, I'm yet to read it. So I really love what she does with words. I read and I'm just, wow.
Inspired.
That feeling is enough to push anyone to do anything, like write their own book. So I really look up to her. I love the way she speaks. I love the way she describes things in her works. So when I start writing adult books, I would like to write like her. It's very interesting. Her works are very interesting. And she's just, I've never met her. I've listened to some of her interviews. So sometimes I feel like she's speaking directly to me, you know, that kind of thing. And it's very, very inspiring. Even though I don't know her, it's very inspiring to have someone you love their work, someone you love their personality speak to you like that. Another author I greatly admire is Professor Wole Soyinka.
Okay.
Yes, I recently just discovered him, I would say, because a friend lent me a few of his books. I was like, I'm not into drama, I don't read plays, I only read novels. He said, no, if you read this, you'll be... So I just took it, and I've only read 5 to 6 so far, but I'm already very big fan, because he doesn't write in the normal way. He plays with words, and I like not being able to predict things, because sometimes with the way the way the world is so modern, you think you've seen it all sometimes. Things are beginning to look alike. So I read his books and I could not predict what was going to happen at the end.
Suspense
it challenged my mind and I was happy. So I also love his works and I love the way he makes everything African based. African based in the sense that he uses he sets it in traditional times. It's a new experience because we are used to the Western stories, all the princesses and things, but then he brings you down to earth, back to Africa. Yes. So it's very interesting. He's also a very dear author to me. I love his works and what he does with words too. So I think those are the two people that inspire me to write.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? You are 15 now, so in the next 10 years?
I'm 16 now, so in the next 10 years. Wow. I can't really see anything. It's blank. But what I would say is many people are seeing my future for me. Yes, people are saying you're going places, so I pray and I accept it. It's all good. I feel like I'm just used to focusing on the now. Yes, I'm focusing on the now kind of person. Like I'm not thinking of what I'm going to do next. I'm thinking of what I'm going to do now. So maybe in the next 10 years I'll have more books. That one I'm sure of. At least they will not lack books from BENUE authors in BENUE again. So not only from me, I hope that other BENUE, because I put a phone number at the back of the book, and ever since I started selling this book, I've gotten over 50 calls from children from the ages of 12 to 8 on how they want to write. My heart is gladdened. Thank you to all those children out there. You're making my dream come true. Like I planned for children to read and write, and now children are calling me and saying they want to be authors. So it's very fun, and I think that this present is beautiful. The present of me just being a small time BENUE girl writing a book. So I don't know what the next 10 years will hold, but I love the present.
We just believe it's going to be great.
Yes.
All right. As a young writer, what advice do you have for children out there?
Well, whatever you're doing, whether be it writing, be it singing, whatever it is you're doing, don't stop. Just keep doing it. Some people have very strange talents. Some have talents people are familiar with. But whatever it is you are doing that gives you joy, that is your passion, I want you to keep doing it. And I want you to make sure you meet people out there, because people are the ones who are going to build that ladder to raise you forward. The sky is not even nearly your limit, especially this BENUE State. We are small, we are cute, and we are quiet, but there's lots of strength in BENUE State. And I believe in the children of this state. I believe you all who decide to write, to do all the marvelous things that God has in store for you, you're going to do it. You're going to be better than I, who have a dream to make you bring out your talent. You're going to be better than everyone around you. You're going to soar higher and higher and higher. So I urge you to keep doing whatever it is you're doing, and maybe in the next 10 years we'll all be great. So thank you so much for having me here in BENUE TV today, and for letting me express my creation, express the dream I had, to share my imagination with the children of BENUE State and beyond.
Okay, so as a creative writer, what are the most challenging moments in your life as a person, as a writer?
As a writer, a challenging moment I had was, I had more than one challenging moment, but it was when we were about to publish the book and there were financial issues. And that's another thing again I want to put across. Even though it may seem like you are not from a well-to-do background, or you are not financially stable enough to fund your dreams. There are people out there to fund your dreams. Funds are there, even though they are not yours. So that was one of the challenges I faced, and I overcome it because it turns out there are many people who love creativity and who are out there to help me. So I'm also saying a very big thank you to all those people. And as a creative writer, another challenge I had at a certain point was writer's block. Like nothing came. I couldn't get it. I just got stuck. And it happens most times. There's not really a cure for it. It just happens. And it goes after some time. But my advice is, when you have writer's block, don't think you've stopped being a writer. I feel it is just a phase, maybe to rest or to rejuvenate yourself. Yes. So I came back from it and I wrote more books. And now currently I have about 20 storybooks to my name. But this is the only one published, but you can look out for more. They're coming soon.
So apart from writing, what other things do you love to do?
I'm basically an arty person. I love books. Aside from reading and writing, I love dancing. I love drawing. I'm an artist. The works you see here are for children. I do more serious arts like pen portraits, painting, and mosaics, the likes. So I love art. I'm an artist, and I also love cooking. That's why the book is about rice, and that's why maybe we are going to get rice for dinner, as you said. So those are my hobbies, and they're also skills. So I try to work on them because you can never stop learning.
Yeah, you can never.
You always have chance to be better and better and better.
Okay. Let's say if you are given the opportunity to co-author a book, who will you love to co-author a book with?
Wow. That's a question I've actually never heard before. But it's amazing. I think I would go with Chimamanda. Yes. She doesn't normally write children's books. She has one children's book. But I think if I were to co-author a book, it would be with her. Or another option, my younger sister, she's a poet. Yes, she's very quiet, but she has a poetic mind. And she's also very good with pictures, those tiny pictures. So I think I would co-author a book with her because we share certain stories that nobody else knows. And it's like a code. It's something only you and that sister bond. Yes, only you and her know. So there's a way I will put something she'll understand, and she's family. So if I were to co-author a book, I think it would be nice to do one with her.
I hope it's not be Sisters Code.
No. That's actually a good title, but no, I don't think so.
All right. So we are very happy to have you on the program.
I'm very happy to be here.
You're so excited. So is there advice now for others out there? There are other young ones out there. You've already talked about them not giving up and pushing up their dreams. Do you have some tips of writing, creative writing that they may need that you want to share with them?
Yes. So if you're going to be a writer, first thing you need to do is read your books. Read your books very well, not just for exams or just for reading's sake. Read them with passion, with attention. Be intentional about reading. Just be intentional about reading. And the second step is know the basics of writing: plot, character, settings, and events. You have to know what your story is going to be about. Because if a story is like a movie, if a movie is not interesting, we'll not watch it.
Yeah.
So you have to know what it's about. Then you have to make very, very catchy characters. Like the bowl of rice now, like you said, you feel like taking it out of the book. So just make your character very attractive. and the setting, I advise, I'm not forcing my opinion, but I advise that with the way things are now, it would be best if you set it in an African, give it an African setting, because we have many foreign stories. They send very good morals, but if you want to do something that others around you can relate to, it's best to set it home, set it in your rural environment. And for the events, position it in such a way where there is a conflict and there's a resolution.
Yes.
I started mine with a conflict. The bowl of rice was lonely.
Yes.
Then it ended up being popular.
Yeah.
Something basic yet attractive to the
Yes.
reader's eye. So those are the tips for writing. And if you get these two things I've said right, reading and knowing what you need to do to write a book, just keep writing and writing and writing. Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm still thinking about this bowl of rice anyways. But I'm afraid we have come to the end of the program today. So what do you think about the bowl of rice finally?
My thoughts about this bowl of rice since we started this show is just to, maybe we should bring it out of the book.
And enjoy it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so children out there, we are very excited that you could join us on the program. And the bowl of rice is here, written by ENO OLOKPO. She is a 16-year-old from BENUE State, Nigeria, and this is such an interesting story. If you can just pick a pen, paper, you can write something. It does not matter how you're starting. If you don't have the title yet, it does not matter. Whatever you have in your head, that is where you can start, and you can do something. And apart from writing, whatever your hands lays on, you can do it. Be determined, be focused, and believe in yourself that you can do it. And I assure you, you can do it. But let's go for the bowl of rice. I'm happy so we have come to the end of the program. Thank you for watching. I am Mna Ishundam, and my co-presenter Sewese. We are happy to have you on the program. Now for now, bye.